People who live in a section of the Bay Area that's been waterlogged for weeks now are hoping that this tropical storm heads in a different direction. Josh Thomas joining us now live from Pasco County. Josh, we just heard from Steve Jervy, says the storm seems to be weakening, but any rain at all, any kind of moisture is not good for these folks.
Not up here. They basically do not need any more rain, especially after the past few weeks of heavy rain that flooded much of this area. And now while much of this neighborhood is now no longer underwater, it was and has dried out, the people living here are keeping their fingers crossed that Tropical Storm Erika will take a path that takes it away from Florida. The Elfers Parkway area near the Anclote River was one of the hardest hit areas during our most recent heavy rainfall. This is the way it looks now, and this is the way it looked during the earlier storm. Mike Dunkerley lived through the most recent flooding and is keeping an eye on the forecast and the river.
We are concerned about flooding. It seems that we are at a low spot and get hit very early when the river rises. As I say, it is a concern.
It's also a concern for Al Clark, who has called this area home for more than 3 decades.
This is 2012, and this was this year.
Clark has seen the Anclote River flood his neighborhood several times before, but that's not what worries him. It's the high winds the storm could pack.
As far as the river, I'm not concerned about it. It's going to do what it's going to do. Can't stop it. We're more or less prepared for it. I just hope it don't last for 3 weeks like it did on and off this past time.
Still, the threat of Tropical Storm Erika possibly heading this way is very much on the minds of the people who have already endured a lot.
If it's anything worse than a Category 1 storm, yeah, I'm out of here. So, I mean, what are you going to do? You know, this is where I live, so.
And the residents hear that they won't have to be evacuated like before, but it will all depend on the path of that storm, the amount of rain that is dumped on this area, and how much the Anclote River overflows its banks. Keith.
And I know Pasco County's trying to get ahead of this storm, right? What are they doing?
Well, they are still offering sandbags at several locations to people who want to prepare for the storm. So if you want to prepare, if you need some sandbags, Pasco County does have them to offer.
All right, Josh Thomas live in Pasco County tonight. Thank you, Josh.